Take any questions to my commanding officer.
Ask my senior officer.
A soldier's happiness boils down to a few things. Good grub, for one. Then there's comfortable gear from his armor down to his skivvies. And enough ammo. And let me tell you, I've got all those bases covered. Whatever's going on inside their heads, that's the commander's problem. I'm just here to make sure their helmets fit. The zone only knows how to take. Because humans don't belong in this place. I wish I had something to show from my time in the service, but no such luck. I can't wait to get out of here. Come on in.
Anytime. What really sucks about the zone is the food. The rations are barely edible, but the stalkers are still willing to kill each other over that crap. At ease.
Take any questions to my commanding officer. I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative...
Captain, do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. S.T.A.L.K.E.R promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc. Stalker? How did you get in here?
One of your men is a rat.
One of my men? Bullshit.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put 2 and 2 together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
Permission to raise spirit?
Who's Krivenko? Why do you suspect him?
You just saw him. That S.T.A.L.K.E.R rat. That bozo showed up as soon as my men started hearing things. With papers signed by Dalin himself. And I never even sent a request to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He hasn't done a damn thing in 2 weeks other than set up his locators to monitor the situation. I trust my soldiers, but not those S.T.A.L.K.E.R crooks.
What's the purpose of these antennas?
On paper, to monitor the level of anomalous exposure. As for what they really do, your guess is as good as mine. If not for the papers from Dalin, I'd toss Krivenko into the nearest anomaly myself. Then he can measure the exposure on his own ass till the cows come home.
I want to talk to Krivenko first.
Go ahead, and don't forget to talk to our quartermaster afterwards. He could spin a whole platoon's worth of briefs out of the wool Krivenko's gonna pull over your eyes.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one.
A stalker at Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
C signature? What's that?
How can I explain it in a way even a stalker could understand? Let's say it's like your brain's fingerprint. It's not quite a scientific explanation, but it gets the point across.
So what exactly is going on here anyway?
Psi exposure of unidentified origin and power, and unidentified consequences. Unidentified for now, but I'm working on it.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
How would your data help us figure out what's going on?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course, but why bother? If you wanted to listen to my lectures, you'd be a scientist, not a stalker. Just bring the data to me, and I'll do what I was sent here to do.
If you ask me, Stankevich's methods inspire more confidence.
Is that so? Well, give my regards to the captain. And don't forget to warn him. If anything happens to my equipment, he can say goodbye to his career in the ward. I'll make sure of it.
Permission to raise spirits? Up in on my feet. Up on the dome.
Well, what do you want? The rain here is only half the problem, but the fog, it's bad enough to fool our thermal seekers. Yesterday I was standing duty at the entrance, and I almost missed a patrol coming back. They weren't even glowing, I swear. Sure, you can go. About time. That thing's making my head spin.
Can't let your guard down. The last guy you did is probably still somewhere in these trees. Well, pieces of it.
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Just don't tell anybody, okay? The air down below is kinda stuffy and dank. Because of the swamps, I guess. Nobody's noticed I'm on my 7th watch in a row up here. Keep a low profile, okay? All right. Hush. I'm not telling anyone. I don't want to be taken off this post.
You should have seen the look on Krivenko's face. You know how to get the job done, Stalker. As well as any of my men.
Did you find out anything about the monolithic PDA? Nothing should get in the way of tracking it now.
I wish. Apparently the antennas weren't the only thing jamming the direction finder. There's also something beneath Icarus itself. Early on, I sent S.T.A.L.K.E.R to check on the underground area. That's what we're guarding here after all. He said the coast was clear. I don't like this. I've known S.T.A.L.K.E.R for 10 years. He's tough as nails. If he's our rat, get to the planetarium. They'll let you in. Find the source and smash it to smithereens.
This tour's gonna be over soon.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one.
Looking for something specific? This ain't the chemical plant, but we do have a few things to offer. Come on in.
Wait till you laugh your ass off when I tell you some home-based shit. Fucking hilarious. I've been at my... Wait till you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home-based shit. Fucking hilarious.
Permission to raise spirits? One stalker says to another.
Sarge! Hey, Sarge! Tell the captain to get someone to replace me.
I'll tell him. You drink this, and I'll tell him.
I'll drink it once he relieves me of my watch. Don't you remember regulations? The honor guard can't drink on duty.
When I left for Icarus, I thought it'd be like a vacation. Small, remote garrison, what could go wrong? An encounter with local fauna or food poisoning at worst. Boy, was I wrong. There isn't a single empty bed left in the infirmary. We bring a new patient in every day. I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep. Definitely before I got here. So for the time being, you seem to be the most mentally stable one here. But trust me, it won't last long. S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't give a damn about the ward. The future of all mankind is at stake. The fact that our brains are melting here is no biggie. Here, soldier, take this pill. It'll keep your hands steady. You don't want to drop your rifle, do you? Fucking eggheads. Yeah, okay. See you around.
I've been here for 3 years and I can't take it anymore.
Psst. Stalker, don't trust anyone around here. They're not real. The real Captain S.T.A.L.K.E.R is lying over there. He hasn't budged in 3 days. And they drowned Batalov in the swamp to make sure nobody could stop them from taking over. I saw it with my own eyes. Don't trust anyone around here. They're not real. Don't trust anyone around here. They're not real.
Stalker, huh? Haven't seen you around here before. Though, to be fair, I just got assigned here myself. The previous tech ended up under Batalov, so now I'm filling his shoes. I just hope I don't end up like him. Let me know if you need anything. We keep wasting ammo like there is no tomorrow. I have no idea what they are shooting at. Every time I ask, all I get is, there was something creepy out there. Show me what you need tweaked. Watch your head. I can't fix that.
Permission to raise spirits? Wait, think of the filth and the stench. The first one says, it's okay, the flesh will get used to it.
We were told you were coming. You can go in. Just keep your head down. You might see things from time to time.
Yesterday, Khoteyev hands me a rack and says, "Quick, to the latrine." I rush in and see the dog, hands covered in gore like a butcher, and blood smeared all over the mirror. Shaving incident, he says. It was Sherban, not me. Fortunately, I was nearby and took the razor away.
Sherban? Damn it. He begged me to help him shave. Said he couldn't see his reflection in the mirror anymore. Thought he was fooling around, so I told him to scram. Is he okay?
Yeah, the dog patched him up. He looks like a mummy now with all those bandages.
Well, what the fuck was under the planetarium?
Some kind of strange device. It had more rads than an anomaly. I didn't feel right until I smashed it to bits. And that's all that's left of it.
So that's why my men were losing their shit. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, you piece of shit. I'm gonna bury you.
So what kind of device is it, Captain?
Let's hope Krivenko can figure it out. I guess I owe him an apology. It was my men, so I'm responsible for this fuck-up. I've got a difficult conversation with the Colonel to look forward to.
Can we track him? I'd like to talk to him too.
He's not getting away now. I'll drain these swamps, dig them up, and look under every rock. He's gonna answer all my questions. Who, why, on whose orders? So many good men had to be discharged back to the mainland, or worse, because of that asshole. Polanski, get me on the radio on the double.
Yes, sir. On the double, sir.
Attention, all patrols. You are to detain Lieutenant S.T.A.L.K.E.R at once. Do not negotiate with him. If you encounter resistance, shoot to kill. Alpha Team, you're cleared to enter the Claw. Bravo Team, get to the vent. Use extreme caution. The Lieutenant may employ monolith weapons or tech. I sent you the coordinates of the patrols, Stalker. Give them some backup. We can't let S.T.A.L.K.E.R get away. Check in with our medic. Have him give you some circa pills. They'll come in handy in the swamps.